Tonight, I was busted at the restaurant for bringing my own salad dressing. Yes, it happened. Now, that's kind of funny because I've taken it so well. I have not been busted in, I don't know, ever. And I've been doing it for so much. I'm making my salad dressings at home. Do you not know why? If you don't know why, I'm going to tell you right now. It's because of the oil. Because restaurants clearly put oil in all of their salad dressings. If you can even get, of course, a dairy-free dressing. I don't do dairy, and I much prefer not to do oil. In fact, at this point in time, I'm trying to see oil as poison and really trying to not make exceptions to put it into my body. So that's my goal. That's my story. It doesn't have to be yours. You don't have to agree. I'm just going to tell you the story of what happened tonight because I thought it was kind of cool. So I have my little cooler bag. I have this cute little purple lavender cooler bag, and I take it a lot. I have my dressing. Sometimes I put other things in there or snacks, or if I'm going to be gone for the road for a long time, it's just got a little handle and it's super cute. So my husband and I went to this cute town, Holland, Michigan. Love Holland. And it's almost like a Hallmark commercial. It's so adorable. The stores are so cute. And we were doing some shopping, and I was so happy because I found, I'm going off on tangents, but I found some good gifts for the Christmas for our growing family because we're so blessed that we have a growing family this year. And I just got to throw a shout out for the cute gifts I bought to just celebrate the joy that I feel that we're gaining a son-in-law and a daughter-in-law in 2025. And I'm so happy about it. Anyway, okay, so Greg and I, we go to the restaurant. So we're having a good day. My husband and I are just connecting. It's like a Sunday. We're doing our thing. We're just having fun. I'm intentionally feeling close to him. And I think that's part of the story. And I was going to order the salad, but I have to think about bringing out my dressing, and he ordered a hummus plate. So I was grateful he ordered a hummus plate. The hummus plate had celery, carrots, red and yellow pepper. So it was really pretty. And it had some red roasted red pepper hummus, and then some of those little pita triangles. And I just looked at the colors of those veggies, and I was just so grateful that I wanted them. That I thought, the more I'm doing raw till 4, which is basically just eating fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds until the evening meal, at which point I have I can have a cooked tofu plant-based dinner. But this is my new lifestyle right now. I'm doing raw till 4. So anyway, the more I eat raw, the more I'm gravitating towards it, the more I want it. And I was kind of excited that eating at a restaurant is kind of the thing I don't like. And Kathy and I talk about this all the time because she feels the same way. At home, we have much more control. We know what we're doing. We're doing the good stuff. We know what to do, and we're feeding ourselves really, really well. We're taking that extra special care of ourselves in our own environment, and we feel good about it. We both feel so good, and we both feel so nourished. And then we have to navigate this restaurant experience where we know the oils are going to be there, and they make you have a mouth like a sticky mouth. We could feel it. We could feel it almost instantaneously, like the grease. You could see the color. You could feel it in your mouth. It just doesn't feel good anymore. Kathy and I we both have just grown beyond that. We want that in our bodies. So forgetting all the other stuff that you can say about oil, this or that, this is our experience. This is what we feel. So this is what we're trying to do is to not eat that. We don't like it. And imagine yourself just drinking some oil. It doesn't taste good. Anyway, it's the seasonings and the flavors, and also it kind of masks the real flavors of food. It's just not necessary. It's unnecessary. I wish more restaurants would consider that people are trying to get away from oils and seed oils, and I think it's a growing movement. But okay, back to the story. So the waitress bought us this. We're enjoying the hummus dip. I didn't really want to eat the hummus because I'm afraid there's oil in there. I'm not like afraid is not the right word, but it's not my first choice. So I take out of my bag the dressing I brought, which in this case is a store-bought thing. And it's in it's called like Good Foods plant-based queso. And it is so good. They make a spicy one too, and they're so good. So I'm taking off the plastic top of this thing, and it's making noise. And it's like, and then I'm trying to like peel back that that plastic peel back, and it's peeling back in parts, not like a full sheet of peel back. Oh my gosh. So it's kind of annoying, and it's not like my usual where I just have my dressing in a little glass jar that I just put it in so I can kind of discreetly. I'm not doing this very discreetly. The waitress comes up and she's like, if our manager sees that, you're going to have to, I don't know what she said. We can't have that here. If our manager sees it, I'm going to get in trouble, or we're going to get in trouble, or I don't know what she said, but we know what she meant. I can't remember what she said, but so I'm kind of like disappointed. My mind goes to like, I put it away. My husband says something like that just makes me not want to fight this, because I kind of have a rebel in me, I definitely have a rebel in me, and I just think this is so stupid. I just want to bring my dressing and just eat, like be happy, because I already actually had like a couple bites of the carrots with the stuff that I bought, which was way more flavorful than their hummus. I'm just saying, it really was. It was delicious, and I was excited. And then I put it away upon sort of my husband's request, and I'm glad he kind of helps ground me sometimes. And he didn't say it in a mean way or a really frustrating way, which I think he sometimes could feel that way. But because we were having such a good day, the way he said it was optimal. And I thanked him later for that. I really did, and I meant it. He just he brought me back from my mind going into dang it, I want this, thing, and I should be able to have it. And and I asked the waitress to bring me just a little empty dish, a little empty cup, like what the hummus was in. Cause I was like, well, whatever, I'm going to discreetly put my stuff. So I'm already thinking rebel thoughts. I'm already thinking how am I going to get past this rule that's stupid that I don't like? But of course, whatever. So don't hate me if you're a food inspector. I am just trying to take care of my body, do my thing, not affect anybody. But anyway, so by the time that she came back with the empty thing, I already decided that I'm not going to make a big deal of this. My husband called me off the ledge. I came down, and I enjoyed the veggies, and I ate them, and I was feeling full from them. And I sort of ate before we left too, so I wasn't starving. So then when the waitress came back around and we finished eating, or she kind of was saying, can I, would you like to order the meal now? My husband said, really casual, we're good. We're good now. We're good with this. Thanks. We're good. And I was like, oh, yes. I love him for saying that. I love him for saying yeah, we would have spent more money here, and we would have, but, we're just not gonna today, whatever. And I was just grateful for him for that, for kind of sticking up for me in that way. And I think he had enough too. I don't know, he didn't seem like he was starving or was going to miss having food. And then we left the restaurant and we went to a bakery. Okay. There's a bakery a few doors down. And this is also something interesting that happened, that all these great pastries are in this case. And just where the veggies look good to me, I could see where this looked like quality pastries. And believe me, I'm a connoisseur of quality pastries. The icing on things, everything just looked like there was some care and attention. And these weren't just I don't know. I felt like they were quality. So, and they did have a vegan donuts, which that's very, very dangerous. Very dangerous for me when they have the vegan donuts. Yeah. So at this moment, I'm looking at this stuff and I'm just wow, I don't even want it. I don't want it. It's a miracle. It is a miracle, because I used to live for that stuff. I used to be obsessed with that stuff. I used to want it so bad. Or even if I was resisting it or saying no, there was some regret in the no. There was some oh, I'm a victim. I don't get to have this, or I don't know. This case was different. I didn't even need it or want it, or even the thought wasn't even really coming into my head. And then I don't know, my husband said something like, look how good this one looks, or, and I'm like, okay, I could start to go down that road in my head, and I can start to taste all these things and like work myself up to want them more. But right now, what's happening is I feel good in my body. I feel nourished. I feel nourished because I'm eating high raw, because lately I'm eating more nutrients. I'm having like green smoothies and a lot of fruit and just like a big salads. And so I feel good. I just feel better in my body. And so this food that's really more and more looking like poison to me, because and today it was almost just like neutral. It didn't really look like, I've been saying poison in my head because I want to feel like it is poison, but I just didn't want it. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so excited about that. And then on top of it, like, icing on the cake was, we went to sit in a booth so my husband could eat the cookie that he bought, and he bought a donut. And we're sitting in this cute little booth. And at some point I remembered, oh my gosh, I packed my own vegan fudge and little, raw Snicker bar. Like, these are things I made at home that are super good. And I have them with me right now. We were sitting in this little dark corner, and this was one of those places we already paid. No one's going to come around and say anything. I definitely could easily get away with whipping out my cute stuff and eating it. And I did. And I was like, whoa, thank you, God. Thank you for this experience right now. Thank you for what's happening with my food world, because this may seem insignificant if you're listening, or it may seem like you can relate to this. I just am so grateful. Like, I'm so grateful that my food thoughts are changing. My internal life is changing. I want to eat the foods that are healthy for me, and I'm starting to I'm like, it's happening. Like, it's an intention. And then I've put my actions to the intention, which I think is the moral of this story. One of the big morals of this story is, I have the intention to love fruits and vegetables because I believe they love me back. I believe they have an energy exchange with me. I believe they're offering more hydration and all the fiber and the living enzymes or whatever it is. But I believe there's good there. And even if I don't fully believe that they're going to, change my life or make all my problems go away or blah, 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 this or that, or like over crazy expectations that I could make myself have, I still believe in the overall premise that Raw Till 4 is a step in the right direction for me. It's a step above where I have been, because I'm already eliminating more bread choices and pasta choices and other things I would eat in the morning or at lunch. And I'm replacing those choices with this nutrient-dense stuff. So anyway, I'm doing the actions, and I feel like there's rewards when I have the positive, loving intention for myself, a loving intention for my husband, for myself. I'm just throwing him in there because I think that helped me today, that I was actively like loving my husband. And I think then he was able to love me back better in that moment that I needed him to. And that was cool. So I had the loving intention to serve myself and bring my own dressing. And it didn't quite work out, but then again, it did. It did work out. And you know what else? It taught me a lesson that I need to be more secretive. I need to be a little bit more spy mode. And I told my husband he might need to help me a little bit with that. Like, we go into a restaurant, I need to be like a little more discreet. I need to make sure my access to my glass jar dressing that I bring from home is like easy to quick pour out when no one's looking, and I'm going to do that. And he might even help me, like keep lookout or so, like stuff like that. I don't know. So again, don't be mad at me if you're like a food inspector person or something. But that was a lesson learned too. And when I am practicing my action to my intention of positive love, of wanting the healthy foods that I want them, and they like I really do want them more, and this is happening. It's like, whoa, to face my former nemesis, those pastries and those donuts, and have them have no hold over me. I can't explain how exciting that is. I mean, you could probably understand if they have a hold over you that you would want to be free from that sort of hold. And like, why should we be slaves to this stuff? It's not right. It's not how it's intended to be. So I do believe that the fruits and vegetables are giving me more power, more empowerment, because I am nutritionally full. I feel the nutrition in my cells, and I'm not wanting to feel crappy, because I know from past experience I will eat those pastries and I will feel some crappiness. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I make a conscious choice that I will eat that and maybe feel like digestive trouble, or maybe not, maybe I won't. But I've done it enough, and today I didn't even want to. I didn't even want to think about it. I didn't even want to like go through the excuses or oh, but this time, I don't know. Just it didn't even happen. It was like pure freedom, pure food freedom. Oh my gosh. What a blessing. What a true, true blessing.
Kathy and I would love to retreat with you. Please check out our website, plantlifejourney.com. Like and subscribe. Thanks.